Welcome to Beauty Spaces, a show that's all about you, how you look, and how you feel about yourself. I'm Kirsten Hill.
And I'm Shelley Sanders. Today, we're in the Rosenbaum Contemporary at the Gallery Center in Boca Raton, Florida. And we are surrounded by beauty, passion, and creativity. And we couldn't be more excited because we're going to show you how you can look like a work of art.
Part of always looking your best is how you style your hair.
And we're going to start with the most basic element of hairstyle, the haircut.
Haircuts don't always have to be glamorous, especially if you've got kids in your household. So, for little boys, just a nice clean haircut is perfect. And for girls, a simple trim will help them maintain their healthy look.
You're right, Kirsten. We looked into how to do your own haircut, even everyone in the family, and we found some amazing tips by a great pro. So we're going to show you how to bring that haircut home and save a few bucks in the process.
So with that, here's Jody Darren. Take a look.
Snip, snip, snip. Most of us don't trust ourselves with a pair of scissors when it comes to cutting hair. However, it would surely boost the household budget if we could do the family's haircuts at home. And this is where Ivan Zoot comes in. Ivan, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And I hear you're not only a great stylist, but you're also quick.
I broke the 3 Guinness World Records for haircutting. I have the world record for the fastest haircut in the world, the most haircuts in an hour, and the most haircuts in 24 hours nonstop without a break.
Well, then I guess you're the guy to ask, because what we want to know is, can we get a haircut at home with confidence and still have it look great?
Absolutely. Once we share with you the tips, tricks, and techniques and the right tools to make it easy, anyone can have great results with this.
Now that's good to know, because kids today always want a new haircut. They see it in magazines, they see it on other kids at school, and it can cost a lot of money.
That's right, and with the popularity of short haircuts, those short haircuts, they grow out quick. So if we can be addressing this a little more often at home, saving a couple of dollars and looking sharp, great for everybody.
Sounds good to me. Well, let's take a look at a few examples.
Wonderful, let's go. We start from the top down. A lot of times, especially where we're going with Nick's haircut, the back and sides will be the shortest. We'll get there later. Let's work first from the top and cut our way down the head, again for control. These are all little tips that'll make the process easy and give someone confidence to try it at home.
All right, let's give it a go.
All right. So the first thing we're going to do is get rid of a bunch of hair we know that we don't need. We got that extra hair down out of the way. Now it's time to create a haircut. Do you see that shorter piece that I already cut?
Yes.
That's my guide.
Okay.
Every time I pick up another section, I'm going to look for that guide. If you can't find the guide, don't cut. So that important step here is layering the top by having created a guide and follow the guide. Now it's time to come in and cut the back and sides. This is where we use snap-on attachment clipper guides or guards. We've got a full set here. They come in all our different sizes, and it's safe. I can't nip his ear because the guard protects the blade.
Now that is a good looking haircut. Nick, you ready to see the results?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that is so cool.
Big change, huh?
Yeah.
That's excellent. And not only does it look great, it was easy to do, and it will save mom and dad lots of money.
That's right. A few simple tips, the information you need to know, anybody can do it. We're going to start with our clipper and finger routine, holding hair up, and cutting it off.
He's got really thick hair.
Yes, he does, and thick hair is another great example of where clipper cutting really works in your favor because it helps the lines to blend, and notice how easily that powers through all of that thick, dense hair. Okay, we layer the top, we used our guard cutting with our clipper through the bottom. Now we're just going to blend the two together. It's called clipper over comb. And lift it and cut it. Are you ready to try?
Sure.
Here we go.
Excellent. I
It's
love
an
it.
easy technique, and it'll be a perfect way to blend that haircut
I think
together.
I have a new career. All right, then I'll finish him up. All right, and next we have a woman that we're going to be cutting her hair as well, right?
Next, we're going to go into longer hair. We're going to look at a couple of different techniques, a couple of things we've seen already to showcase how we can use a clipper to cut long hair. Most people think of clipper cutting as short and buzz and spike, and we've done some short hair. Now we're going to showcase the ability of a clipper to make it so easy to cut longer lengths of hair.
So what are we going to do?
We're going to bring up her haircut, a classic bob type of haircut, not too short, but just enough to let us showcase long hair cutting with clippers. Okay, we've clipped up our sections, we've dropped down a section of hair. What we're going to do here, we're going to use the fine teeth on our comb, the smaller end of our comb. That gives us a little more control over how we distribute the hair, and we're going to create our guide, and we match to the guide.
Ready to take a look?
Wow, that's amazing. And you did that with a clipper.
With a clipper.
Okay, Ivan, I guess that answers our question. We can get great haircuts at home. We have the young businessmen, the kids, and even mom.
That's right. With the right tools and the right information, anyone can do this.
Fantastic. And where can we find out more information?
Andis.com, that's our website. Tons of great information on our products and help and support for hair cutters, including a great feature called Ask the Expert. If you click on that button, it opens up a page. You type in your name, your email address, and your questions, and members of our team will be right back to you with helpful answers and support.
Wonderful. Ivan, thanks again for all the great tips.
Well, thanks for having us here today.
Sure. And I know you have videos on your website, and we do as well at designingspaces.tv, where you can click on Beauty Spaces to see these segments again. For Beauty Spaces, I'm Jody Darren, and I guess I'll say it. Cut.
No, clip.
Kirsten, this show has been so much fun, and really, we've gone from cutting kids' hair to a more youthful appearance. I mean,
It's all in a day's work, but I wish we had just a little bit more time.
we always say that, but unfortunately, we are out of time.
Yep, so we will see you right here on the next edition of Beauty Spaces.
Bye.
You can visit these websites to learn more about the participants on this edition of Designing Spaces.